What makes a true champion? Is it the victories, the trophies and the fame? No, it's the struggles, the injuries, the heartaches and pain. It's the defining moments that let our colours truly shine. This is a story of a boy from Lockhart, Australia, searching for redemption and triumph. On a mission to win the most gold medals in XGames Moto X best trick history. This is Jackson Strong's story. Outback to XGames 3.
G'day everyone, Jackson Strong here. We're at my farm, Lockhart, New South Wales in Australia. We have Minneapolis Summer X Games just around the corner, so I'm trying to get everything prepped and get some practice in. This year I'm competing in best trick and freestyle. My plan is to take a best trick run to freestyle. Last year, 2 weeks out from Minneapolis, unfortunately I broke my wrists in 5 places. I could only compete in best trick because my wrist literally only had 1 jump left in it. Since then, we've got some surgery and the thing's feeling quite good now. So this has been my dream ever since I was a little kid, to be able to do a best trick run in freestyle. I think all I've learned in the past has kind of boiled down to this point, and hopefully I can put everything together and the stars will align.
I feel so low.
Jackson is no stranger to setbacks, but from what he has learned in the past, practice and preparation are key.
I've been doing front flips now for years, probably nearly a decade, but they haven't really got any easier for me, and I think that's because I wait until I'm at a contest or a big event to do it. This year I'm going to have to push through and find the energy and the drive within to start doing the front flip at home over and over, every single ride, every day.
To be driven and fearless will point you in the right direction. But to become an unstoppable force, you need to live and breathe your training.
They said we could be heroes, save the world from itself. We're the ones dying for a place upon the shelf. They said we could be heroes, find the villain inside, but the other side is shaking. Do we stand or do we hide?
Works way better since I concreted the in-run there. Before it was like dirt and you do 2 jumps, get a rut, and then you'd sink in and flip crooked.
Army towers are falling, crushing dreams that we had. And we're caught in the wreckage, can't tell the good.
Yeah, I feel good. I've missed a few weeks on the double practice, so can always feel better than what they do, but not too bad, you know?
Freestyle motocross is not just physical, but it's also mentally challenging. Your mind and body need to be trained in perfect sync at all times on the bike. One small mistake can end it all.
Welcome to my homemade hyperbaric chamber. For anyone that doesn't know about hyperbaric oxygen therapy, it's a tank pressurized and run a higher concentration of oxygen here as well as the pressure, and it helps with recovery and healing for me. So pretty happy with this thing. I try and spend around 2 hours in here 3 times a week. Just play the Instagram game and have a nap, and that's about it. Freestyle run's feeling pretty good. Now it's time to put some effort into best trick. This year it's going to be no hand front flip. I've tried the trick in the past in the foam pit. Didn't really work out, but I think all the knowledge I have from doing so many front flips to dirt's going to help. So let's get into it. It's definitely a complicated trick. The reason being, when I leave the ramp, I grab my front brake, my clutch, hit my rear brake with the body motion to make the bike go forwards. Both the gyro effect of both wheels stopping makes the bike spin faster forwards. So when I do a no-hander, I've got to let go of the clutch to take my hands off. But to let go of the clutch, I've got to remember to take my foot off the rear brake and let the clutch out slowly to let the rear wheel start spinning again. Otherwise the bike will stall, and when I land, I'll just slap down too hard. I don't think I'd be able to hang on. I feel like I've got that timing down with my hands, like when to let go, make sure the wheel's going to start again, make sure it's going to keep rotating. So I will, I don't know. Probably the smartest move right now is to fix this front guard with some more cable ties and maybe go try to do some to dirt. But see how I feel on dirt. I'll swing a few fronties. I haven't done it in a week because of the rain, so if they feel good, I think we'll send her. I came in a hair slow. I think I was just getting a little bit worn out. Did a heap in a row and didn't quite rotate quick enough, and made it hard to get back to the bars. So should be right. Just got to focus a bit harder next time. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's ice bath time again.
With the overwhelming rush of training and progression, sometimes it can be hard to find the line between risk and reward.
I can't talk about all the rest, but I can say today will be better dressed than tomorrow.
Let's say 5 degrees Celsius outside, and this so being in frozen water at the moment isn't super pleasurable. Just getting packed up, ready to head to US in the morning. Get ready to dial the bike in and then head to X Games. Not feeling the greatest after crashing no-hand front flip, but at least I've got one to do it. So that's a positive. We'll go there and show X Games in the world what we got. Just got to Brian Deegan's house in Southern California. Just gonna test the bike out now and just gonna do a double flip in the foam pit. And then I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with front flips tomorrow, and then head to Minneapolis for game time. Yeah, bloody thing didn't spin as quick as home. Bit weird. Hopefully the X Games ramp spins quicker than that. Yeah, I think that ramp for some reason, maybe not proper super kicker. We just got to fellow Aussie abroad's house, Jared McNeil, and we're gonna have a jump into the airbag. I think Deegan's pit yesterday wasn't too bad, but definitely rotated a little slow for me. Not sure if it's their ramps over here or why it's slow, so give it another go this morning and then have a little ride on the ramp and start getting everything ready to head cross country.
What you do, who you say you are, will stick a knife inside of me. I'm looking for the Holy Ghost. The one with me. What you do on my phone, who you say you
I think it just broke my hand. Hopefully that's not broken. I think it just broke my hand. That ramp don't spin at all, eh? Oh my god, that sucks. So just stabbed it into the airbag, under-rotated a double. I don't know why I can't rotate doubles on these ramps. It's so weird. I don't know if it's the ramp. I don't think it's me. It should be muscle memory by now, like. And then on top of all that, I think I just broke my hand. Ice it and look forward to riding with a broken hand as well. It sucks. The only thing that I can think of is the bike's not pulling hard enough, and that can be one of two things: the clutch slipping or power valve stuck with making it lose the power in the top end. So I'm pulling, Skits and I are pulling the engine out of this one, putting it in that one, and hopefully that's going to fix it and make me rotate easier and not land face first. So. Actually wants to spin. Still a bit slow, but see what I can do this time. Speed her up a bit more. What sigh of relief that is. As the sun went down on our last practice session, I was able to get 2 normal feeling doubles in. So hope to hell that this bike stays as it is. We can get through next weekend, but never had this many bike complications or problems ever. We're finally on the road to Minneapolis. Somehow we have to do a 3-day drive now in 2 days. But on the positive side, I have a bike that runs, and I'm just looking forward to getting to X Games and tearing the roof off the joint.
The X Games is the pinnacle of action sports competition. It's the opportunity to capture an athlete's lifelong dream.
Just got to the pits for a moto and practice in a few hours, so fingers crossed, hopefully everything feels good.
I was drunk and I thought to myself that I could shake the world and win my money back.
So we're here at the US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, getting ready for the first freestyle practice. 3 months of work boils down to this point. Hopefully bike feels better than it did in Cali when we get out there. Course feels good, and we can make some magic happen.
Oh yeah. Hey son, why you driving away?
With only 24 hours until competition time, Jackson has to push all doubts aside and send the double backflip to dirt for the first time.
Our in-run was way too tight for Rob and I to fronty, so we'll see if they can remove some of the scaffolding so we can get more of an in-run around the corner. I'm just trying to roll with the punches and not stay down and keep moving. You know, we started out coming to the US and tried double flips and under-rotated severely. Thought I broke my hand, and to push past that mental barrier and keep trying to move forwards and try and forget about that and still do double flips is a pretty, honestly, a really tough thing to overcome. Knowing where that limit is and being exactly on it, because that's the only way that you can have a chance at top 3. Because we had such limited practice time today, I'm back in the hotel room drawing out the course on paper and all my tricks and where I'm going to do what. Definitely feeling the pressure at this point in time. I feel like I didn't quite get as much practice as I would have liked out there. So tonight's going to be the first time that I've ever stuck this run together. So I'd love to do a no-hand front flip in my run. That's what I'm going to do in best trick tomorrow night, and I think that would be like, that would be badass and help me get to the position I need to be at. So we'll see.
The calm before the storm, like a soldier marching into war. Jackson sets off for the battleground with victory on his mind.
It's go time. We're about to go out there for freestyle. Feeling, I guess, as good as I can. I think you always want to feel better. Still nervous and still a little cautious. Hopefully I'll loosen up when I get out there. And it's hard. It's so much work and time and effort, and literally blood, sweat and tears go into getting this far. And it all boils down to the next 75 seconds. So we'll see.
Within the seconds of these moments, nothing else matters. All the training and hard work is about to be put into play. Fear and doubt shuts off. All that matters is winning.
Australian in the mix. This gentleman right here, Rob Adelberg. One of those tricks. Rob's got a front flip. Oh my goodness! Rob Adelberg put down a front flip at the end of that run.
Didn't know if he was going to go for it, but this is XGames.
Jackson Strong, we talked about him. Dominance, best trick, never completed freestyle run as we sent him in. Let's bring
He said he needed that extra footage to get the trick that he wanted for the gold medal run. So let's see if he can pull it off. Oh!
In a freestyle run, and he put that down feather smooth. Here comes the double flip.
And then back.
Come on!
This run's what Jacko needed.
All right, got one more to get through before we get. Is he gonna do? Oh, a front flip variation. He hangs on. All right, and we're into the 90s in round number 1. Jackson Strong gets the freestyle monkey off of his back, scores a 90 flat, and puts himself in the top spot. But here we go. This is the guy we were talking about at the top of the show, Tom Pages from France. Going down to the final 15 seconds. We'll find out right here. Oh, right out of the gate, a double backwards no-hander. Oh, 92.33, so we have a new leader. So there goes your Aussie sweep of the podium. The Frenchman sits in the top spot right now. Jackson Strong slides to silver. Rob Adelberg slides to bronze.
The level that was at Minneapolis X Games this year was absolutely incredible. I definitely think all the drawing the runs out and stuff and visualizing back at the hotel room definitely helped me out, and really stoked to walk away with a silver medal. I can't complain. Hats off to Thomas. He did really well, but I'm coming for you. Time to head back to the room and pack it up, put this thing on the mantelpiece and get ready for an early start in the morning for best trick. Best trick's my main one, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can do a little better than silver, but we'll see. Anything's a win now. I'm just happy to come away with this. Okay, Saturday night, best tricks up in about an hour. Feeling just as nervous as I was last night, and hopefully I can stick this thing. Everyone's seen me do the no-hand front flip at home once and crash the second one, so I just really hope I can pull this off. If I can, it'll be a bit of a success story for the weekend, so let's do it. Pretty bloody nervous. Go time.
Jackson Strong, we talked about him earlier. Look at that stats. 11 X Games, 5 medals, 3 gold in best trick. That's 2011, 2012, 2016. Here comes his first attempt. So Jackson with a 93 flat, that puts him in the top spot. So this is the last guy that can challenge for that #1 position. It's a little over a full point that he would need to make up. Is Jackson Strong going to get himself a victory lap out there tonight? And he is. So that is a record breaker here tonight. No one has ever taken 4 Moto X Best Trick gold medals.
In this moment, the blood, sweat, and tears are all worth it. The reason dreams are born to be fulfilled. A moment of personal glory.
He now has 4 and is at the top of that list of the elite in the history of Moto X Best Trick at X Games.
Just the crazy emotions right now. You know, it's so much work. Everyone here puts in so much work just to be here, and to compete against these guys is an honor in itself. So pretty stoked to be here and glad to finally get a gold again. It's been a while.
I'm super impressed. All the riding level, like Jacko just stepped up, Rob Adelberg just impressed me because it came up with the fronty as well. He proved that he's been just working hard, make me feel like, okay, go back home and keep on working.
Absolutely insane to be back on the top of the box. It's been a while. Last year had a pretty unfortunate year, got a silver in Best Trick, so to come back and have the 4 golds in Best Trick's a pretty big thing for me, so I'm absolutely stoked, and I'm just looking, let's just fuel the fire. I'm ready to go again, ready to go bigger than before, so let's get home to Skip and do some training. Peace.